Hello all. Today I'm going to discuss an order that I just received from the USFabric shop. Here it is, USFabric shop. I believe this is the second or third time that I've ordered from them. USFabricshop.com. I'm going to discuss a little bit of just a quick review about what I received. The fabric is very nice. It's of good quality, of course. I just want to show you the different values of red that I'm working with, and to let you know, as you know, if you've been sewing for a while, you know no two colors or no two shades of red are alike, right? So you got to really be careful, and you want your project to look nice. So sometimes we find ourselves in a position where we have to kind of order a selection of reds to get the ones that we need for our project. I did order this green. I fell in love with it when I saw it, and it came in teeny tiny. I thought that these little diamonds were going to be much larger, and of course there was no. I'm trying to get a good angle where the light isn't, where my shadow isn't falling on it. As you can see, they're tiny. And I also ordered a black and gray, which is very nice. It's the same as this red here. So let's get right to it. First off, we have these reds over here. I'm so sorry about my shadow being in the way. These are the reds that go with my quilt. I will show you. So here's my Catherine Kerr 365. As you can see, these are very deep reds that I have in my quilt, with a little bit of, varying colors, but they are a true red. They are a deep red. There is no orange, yellow in the red. There's no purple. They are pretty true. So it's a clean color, because I'm dealing with very clean colors in this quilt, right? The white is white. There's white on white. And I want my red to be very red. My grays are not in the blue or brown or green. They are true to gray, black. So my reds are red. So we have these poppy colors here. I think they're called like Scarlet Day and Night or something like that, which I love. And I love that they have the grays and the blacks. This one I think is called Chrysanthemum. There's another poppy. I ordered this one. My family, we love to play cards. We play pinochle as a family. And so I'm hoping to get a little bit of this in here. I just love that it was white, black, and gray with red. And I think that is just so fun. And there's a little cardinals. And this is fun. This has a little bit of shimmer to it. And these cardinals are tiny. I'm hoping you can see the shimmer. Oh, there's a little tiny bit. And there's a little bit in the wing. Very cute. And these birds are tiny, much smaller than my chickadees that are in the Catherine Kerr already in the center medallion that I just showed you. And this one is just a cute little, very simple white with little red geometric whatever. The next one we have is more on the orange scale. So this is like a dragon scale. I think that's what it was called. Here's like an autumn leaf on fire. I don't know. And as you can see, there's oranges and browns in this bit in here. And this one is called, this is a barn red. I apologize if you can hear my vacuum. It's next door cleaning my bathroom. Isn't that? I love technology. On occasion, I love technology. This one also, is on the orange or red. This one is an interesting thing because it almost falls in between. I'm going to talk about it in a second. And this one is a very orange. This one, it shows red online. It is not. It is a red orange. And the gold is very gold and shimmery, if you can see that. I had this snowflakes. There's the bow saying hello. I had this in my next pile, which is my mulberries, which are the pink reds. So as you can see, there's a lot of it's on the pinker purpley scale, right? And this one is more like a wine burgundy, but this white is not white. Online it looks white, but it is not. It's like a cream off-white. Then another barn red on the pink side, not on the orange side like the last one. And this one. So I had this one over here because it can kind of go in between. It's kind of in between. But in the black and white photo, and that I will try to figure out how to attach it, it kind of is in between. It's in between a mulberry. It's like a pinky orange. It can go in either stack. So I found that interesting. Next we have this red. I love this. I thought this was beautiful. But when I got it, it's got so much gold in it. I don't know that I'm going to be able to use it. But the deepest red in here will work for my quilt. But I separated it because of the amount of gold in here. It is beautiful. It is a beautiful fabric. And this gold shimmers. This one I loved. I thought this was beautiful. Also, the gold shimmers. And I am not a gold girl. I won't wear gold on my body. You know, I'm not into gold. But this fabric is beautiful. And I love this design. Again, teeny tiny. And this one actually did show up true. Like this one, they did show the size. And you can see how tiny these little diamonds are. Super tiny. Not really sure why I ordered these big giant cardinals. These are bigger. On the green, but I must have had something in mind for it. These are almost 5 inches long. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those. These I might be able to fussy cut and use in there. I do have the chickadees in my quilt, and they're on little brown branches. So, you know, I don't know that this little bit of green with this ivy or whatever it is that they're sitting on is going to matter that much. But they are pretty. They are pretty little birds. So I might end up using those in my Catherine Kerr quilt. These were $5.99 half yard. I didn't even look at the cuts to see how they were, how they measured up. Usually I do. I look and see. So we're right there. A little, you know, we're right there at 18.5. So, you know, moderately generous, I guess, you know, cuts. So, so when we're talking about color, you know, line it up, take your black and white photo, which I will attach somehow to this video, and show you, you know, how my way of sorting out my colors is to get the right hue and value and make sure that it's in my quilt the way I want it to look. I had a question for y'all though. So what I'm noticing is we're getting more and more of these fabrics. They aren't colored on both sides. The only one out of this whole bunch that has a tiny bit of color on the back side is this one. The color kind of goes through a little bit, but it's more like it bled through, not like the design is all the way through. The rest of these are like, you know, the color is only on one side, the back side is white. Do you know, what is your experience with this? This, I guess it's, I forget, I think they're stamped or something like that, digitally, you know, stamped, because the colors don't go all the way through. You know, do the colors last? Do they not last as long? You know, like this, see? You could just see the shadow of the color on the back because this is light fabric, but all of these are like that. Even this one, where you would think that at least the red, you know, the background of this color, you would think it would be on both sides, but it's not. And that is a little frustrating for me because I want my colors to be true and stay true through the life of the quilt. You know, if you guys have quilts that you've made or you've gotten, well, you're not going to know but if you've made them and you've washed them over and over again and you've used this fabric, what is your experience with this? Do the colors stay? Do they run? Do they leak out? Do they lighten? I would really like to know. Please leave a comment down in the comment section, because I want to know how best to handle this fabric that is like digitally printed on one side, and that's the only way I can think to say what this is. I usually give my quilts away. I gift them, so I don't ever get to see, you know, how they hold up over the years unless somebody says, "Hey, can you make me another quilt?" But typically we're not washing them regularly. You know, they're not you're only supposed to wash your quilt like once or twice a year or whatever. So, if that. So I'm just curious what you guys, what you've experienced. Please leave me a comment, like I said, and like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for your time. Have a blessed day.